Well, sometimes taking care of our health means spending some time in the hospital, which can really be hard, especially for kiddos out there. But fortunately, in our community, we have people working to make that process a little easier. They are really a godsend, and one of those specialists is right here with me today. We got Krista in the house who works with Children's Minnesota. Thank you so much. We were just over here chatting about all the things. I appreciate the work that you do. I know some people are like, okay, going to the hospital, yes, it can be scary. Then you add kids to the mix. My goodness, that's stressful. Tell me a little bit about what you do in your position.
Yeah, as a child life specialist, we work primarily in pediatric healthcare settings right alongside the medical team to help come up with the best plan for each individual patient. And so child life specialists are trained and certified primarily in child development. So we can really look at what's best for each patient, whether they're 1 year old or 6 years old or even 18 years old. And we can really come up with a good plan for them to reach their medical goals.
A lot of what we do here, especially with this segment, is trying to equip you all with what you need to succeed. And a lot of people just don't realize the resources, right? So walk me through a typical day. I know it changes depending on where you're serving in the hospital, but, just in general, so people can get a feel of what they have access to.
Right, absolutely. So child life specialists at Children's Minnesota work in so many different areas, whether it's, our outpatient settings or our inpatient settings. And so primarily our job is to help try to teach kids, prepare them for what they may experience in this new and oftentimes foreign and a little scary environment, because we know that when they have the information, they feel well prepared, they have better success. So whether it's a patient that's spending just a few hours with us in the emergency department for a few stitches, or maybe a patient that's spending weeks or even months with us on one of our longer care units. And I would say the biggest tool we use is play. Play is the language of kids, and so it's how they process, it's how they make sense of the world around them. So we might be using toys, games, art, even technology, right, to help educate them and then build those coping skills that they'll need to face those really challenging medical experiences that they have.
With parents, we always say there's no parenting handbook. You just doing the best that you can with what you have. Obviously, this is a big resource for parents as well.
Absolutely, and we see parents as essential partners in the care of their children. They know their kids best, and so we really collaborate with parents just to know how to best treat their child. We help coach parents too, because oftentimes they might not know or understand, all of the things that happen within the walls of the hospital, and so we're teaching them as well. Kids are going to take their cues from their parents, so we try to help parents keep their stress low as well, too. So parents are a big part of what we help do it in our profession too.
I love that so much, that you're making us smarter, that you're making us more equipped. One last thing, for any parent or child that might be watching right now, what's one word of encouragement that you can give to them before they even walk through your doors that might help them a little bit?
Ooh, one word, that's a tough one. But I think just teach. I think that's one of the biggest things that we can do, is we can help teach our kids how to cope with those challenging and hard things, because ultimately we're creating future patients. And so we want kids to feel safe and comfortable within the walls of the hospital, because we know that they turn into adults then who are more apt to access medical care and have better outcomes.
Love that so much. Thank you so much for making us smarter in a short amount of time. And of course, we have all the information that you need to know at care11.com/noon. We'll be right back.